I'm Primal Piggy. Thank you for joining me for another BDSM United podcast. While it may be a fun role play scene to temporarily act like it, in real relationships, dominance and submission are not taken by force. Submission isn't given to the one with the most primal urge to take it. Likewise, while some aspects of our lifestyle include things like discipline and training, no one is earning dominance simply by completing a checklist of tasks. Comment on Reddit said it really well. My current partner has earned some of my submission by demonstrating that he is trustworthy, safe, and caring. We have chemistry and get along on many levels, but I would not submit to him if I didn't feel confident in him. Trust is how dominance and submission are earned within BDSM. Let me repeat that. Trust is how dominance and submission are earned within BDSM. After vetting, during a period of consideration, and while doing negotiations, that is, having all of the necessary conversations about your relationship and kink in general, the process of building trust begins. When building trust, look for these six building blocks in your potential partner. Look for integrity, sincerity, look for reliability, look for consistency. That's probably the most important one right there. Look for commitment and look for competence. If there is a weakness in any one of them, it can lead to a breakdown in trust. Take the time to address any weaknesses in trust and make an action plan for your partner to be able to demonstrate growth in that area before you give your dominance or your submission. The reason why I said that consistency is one of the most important ones there that you're looking for is because that is one of the biggest pitfalls within a growing relationship dynamic. Inconsistency causes more problems than anything else. Uh, and what I mean by that is if you hold the identity of a dominant or the identity of a submissive, you need to be consistently dominant, even if your partner is topping you, or even in a play scene, or just in your life in general. In the things and the way that you act towards your submissive, you need to be consistently dominant at all times. You also need to be consistently submissive if you are of the submissive identity. You need to make sure that you're not trying to top from the bottom, so to speak. You're not trying to manipulate. You're not trying to exert dominance over your dominant in any way in your interactions. When someone is inconsistent in their role and they try to switch within the same relationship, so to speak, that inconsistency leads to a lot of chaos and a real breakdown of the healthiness of a relationship. So it's important to remain consistent and look for consistency when the relationship is starting, and look for patterns of consistency. Someone who is inconsistent and is unstable and just kind of floats around from item to item, from interest to interest, may not be a good a power exchange partner. It may be fine for a vanilla relationship, but for a BDSM relationship dynamic, they may not be a good match or a good fit. They may need some additional growth, some additional maturity before they're ready for the consistency that is needed in a BDSM power exchange relationship. Those six building blocks of trust for a potential partner, again, were integrity, sincerity, reliability, consistency, commitment, and competence. You definitely want to look for competence when you're when you're forming a relationship dynamic or a potential relationship dynamic, you want to make sure that the person has done their own homework, their own research, and not just knows facts and figures, but knows how things work together, knows how things fit together, that they know the safety involved in performing any of the kinks that they're into. They know how to research and find information about safety of anything that they are curious about. But they need to be competent in and have a certain level of self mastery before they can master another or be mastered by another. So you definitely need to have a high degree of competence. Really, all of those six. Integrity is just doing the right thing at the right time for the right reason. Integrity can be a little bit subjective, but it is generally being a good, decent person, a person of overall good character. Sincerity is that um, they're genuine. They are authentic. Nobody wants to be someone's experiment, and no one wants to be someone's secret. So you definitely want to find somebody who is sincere and genuine, authentic. Reliability. It's going to be really important that your potential partner is stable, is secure, that you know that you can trust, uh, that you're going to get the same types of reactions, the same types of things. If there's any kind of instability mentally with them, then that can cause a lot of problems in a power exchange relationship. So you definitely want to look for an amount of reliability. And then you definitely want to also, lastly, look for commitment. And commitment may not be that you are monogamous, but it means that you do the things that you say you're going to do. You're at the places that you say you're going to be, and that you don't bring a lot of lies into, or really, that you don't bring lies into your relationship, that you can be honest, that you can be truthful, that you can uh, say what you mean and what you feel with a certain amount of transparency. You can tell the other person what's going on in your life, and that you are committed to them to whatever degree is necessary for building trust, and whatever degree of commitment is desired by the other person, the other potential partner. I'm Primal Piggy. Thank you for joining me for this BDSM United podcast, where we talked about and looked at the building blocks, the six building blocks of trust and in a BDSM relationship. You can find all of our resources at www.bdsmunited.com. It was a joy bringing this to you, and I will talk with you again soon.